3 black gis, 3 black belts. Look at it. Murdered out.
I should have known.
Lucano, let me borrow you. So look, guys, we talked about your turtles. Okay. So we talked about a clock choke. Okay. So from here, so obviously, clock choke you can get potentially by feeding your hand here. Some like to grab this collar, post their head, or like to kind of grab the arm. But the problem is that it's easy to lose. Okay. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna pull out your lapel. Okay. And you're gonna feed it from left to right. Watch, pick your head up. Tuck your knee back up. You're gonna feed it from left to right, okay? And then from right to left, and he goes back down, okay? It's the same thing as grabbing his collar, except it's way tighter, but your thumb area has gotta be under his chin, from here, okay? If my hand's here, I'm just gonna move my hand across to his shoulder, and I'm gonna drive my elbow down to the mat as my hip sits through right here. And from here, I'm gonna wedge his shoulder back. I'm gonna look to the left, and my hip is gonna go through. And you're gonna finish the clock choke. Okay? One more time. All right, it's just a basic hand up. The reason why I like this one is because when you hand off from here to here, okay, and maybe you can hand off, okay, you walk up to the side here, you reach here, scoop here, okay, and now you have the submission here. You feed it back to the left hand, your right hand just goes through. You don't have to lift up, it's just little, you pass it from the right to the left, but I want your left to be under his chin, and your right hand stays in contact as your left elbow drives to the mat and your hips sit through. I want you to be sitting like this, and your right elbow is driving back into his shoulder as you look up, and your hips drive forward. Okay, so you have 2 from over there. All right, one more time, look. You pass it from the left to the right, okay? You walk back here, and your left hand grabs it from the right to the left. Your right hand lets go and immediately moves over, sits through, and I want your left wrist more connected with your with your right hip, and pushing back in, and even here you're driving back into him and sliding your hip and you're hanging. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, 3.
Right on that.
You're hanging.